and that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson dancing to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there. To help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again is Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on it's third down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Rolling to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And not much running room. Down to the 32. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. We're scoreless after one. The give to the fullback on the dive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
Jackson will keep it. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's the fullback, Ricard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, alert 3.
Throwing on 2nd down, Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, Walker. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Gino's going to throw, and this is going to be hauled in. So they get the 2-point conversion, and now they have an 8-6 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Here's Ricard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And they'll give this to Ricard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he gets it into the end zone with no time left in the 2nd quarter as they take the lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith steps away.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They snap it to Smith.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
From the red zone now, Smith. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
60 Bison. Switch. 7 Pirates.
Throwing is Smith. Rolling to his right.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Here's Smith looking to throw. And he's brought down. And that is caught for the 2 points. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really, it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Inside handoff here to Ricard.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens have retaken a third quarter lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. On 2nd and a yard. Smith.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Smith on 3rd down.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing now is Gino. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Play action. Now Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A carry here for the big tight end. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Give them 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute...